and welcome to another episode of Lexx Education, the comedy science podcast where comedian me, Laura Lexx, tries to learn science from her normal...
Interrupting Brother Ron.
Oh, it's Hutch time.
Hutch record. It's a Hotch today.
It is a Hutch. I was going to say Dr. Hutchstable then. Is that still allowed or is that cancelled?
Well, Bill Cosby's cancelled.
Yeah, Dr. Huxtable's fine though.
I don't think you can cancel a pun. That's not happened before.
Why would you start an episode of your podcast like that, Laura? Who knows? Anyway.
Not even a reference that I've never seen that show.
No, it's too old for you.
Yeah. Did you watch that when you were young? Wow.
Yeah. I'm very old.
Yeah.
Very old. I was in the first episode. I played Dr. Huxtable's mother. Frida. It's very hot in the hutch. It's hot in the hutch. Doot. Hello, Ron. How are you?
Hi. Yes. Good, thanks. How's it going?
Yeah, good. We've had a tummy bug.
Yes, it's been poop fountains.
Oh my god, not just poop, there's vomit in every crack in our house. Everything's been throwing up for 4 days, but it's finally passed, everything feels better, and certain members of the family have stopped whining incessantly. And I, for one, am grateful that Tom has shut up.
Ew.
It's very hot.
Yep. Played rounders yesterday.
Whoa. Was it good? Did you win?
Well, the first game, we forgot to count the scores, so I don't know. I don't think so. The second game, several people tried to count, and we realised that lots of people didn't actually know how you score in rounders. And then the third game, we were very drunk.
Is it like, it's one if you get all the way round, a half if you get round with stopping?
But I don't think that's an official rule.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that just a school rule to make you feel less bad about yourself?
Yeah, I think so. But I think that's wank.
Yeah.
Because, it's well exciting when you're playing baseball on the Wii and then, the bases are loaded and then you knock it out of the park, you score 4 points. That's like tension.
That's baseball.
Yes.
4 points. Do you get that for baseball if you hit it out the park?
No, if the bases are loaded and then you get everyone home.
Oh, I see. Right. I thought it was like a boundary, like in cricket.
No, that's cricket.
Yeah, but it's 6 if it doesn't hit the ground and it gets out the park.
Yes.
Or the park, really. Did you watch the first Ashes test?
No, why would I do that?
It's great. I did, and I loved it.
You didn't watch it?
I listened to it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Anyway, welcome to this week's episode. It's physics this week. Ron hasn't listened to this week's episode because, and I quote, it was hot on the train. And so his ears melted, I presume?
It was hot on the train. I forgot. It was very busy on the train. People everywhere.
You could listen to it in headphones. It wasn't like you have to listen to it out loud and say, gather round everybody.
Yeah.
You should have done that. We could have had a lot of listeners.
Yeah. Had to get 2 trains. Thought I was going to miss the second one.
Did you have to get the tube across London?
Only Padders to Farringdon.
Not. Oh, how do you do that?
Circle.
It's just a straight.
Yeah, they're
straight
just both
dive.
on the same
I never
line.
go in that bit of London very much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that's train
It's
chat for
my
this
old
week.
Stomping ground.
Should we put train sound effects under this?
Choo choo.
What train are you on? Like the Smiths train? Chon chon. Let's go, everyone.
It's on.
It is on. It's Dr. Hodgstable.
Stop. Why is that your reference for this?
I don't know. It's a good name, Huxtable. You don't hear it much, do you?
Yeah, but just let's steer clear of the sex offenders.
Yeah, okay.
Hutch will fix it.
Hey. Oh no, I see it was going to be to say we're doing an episode with Dara next week, but that feels like a terrible segue now.
Yeah.
Hey, clean sound effect. Let's put a sound effect in now that just like a sorbet sound effect. Gelato. Okay.
Milk and eggs, bitch.
Hey, good one. That's in this episode.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, you're going to hear that again.
It's a quote.
Yeah. What's
Scott
it from?
Pilgrim.
Oh, I don't know.
Gelato isn't vegan. It's milk and eggs, bitch.
Oh.
When the vegan police come. I love Scott Pilgrim.
Scotch Pilgrim.
Dr. Scotch Pilgrim balls.
It might be too hot to do this. Yeah. We can't do an episode like this. Look, we turn 1 next week. And that's cool. The 4th of July we launched, so next week is our first birthday. To celebrate, we'll be doing a full episode with none other than the wonderful Dara O'Brien, who it's not recorded yet, which is making me so anxious, but we are going to record it this week and it's all going to be fine, Laura. And there's absolutely no way next week's episode starts with me going, so due to logistics, this is not the episode with Dara, right?
Yeah, we've bigged it up too much now.
Yeah, but he has said publicly he's doing it, so whoa. Yeah. Anyway, this week though we're doing physics. We're looking at distance and displacement. It's more scalars and vectors. I know it's not the news anybody was hoping for, but it is going to happen. Let's go through last week's titles quickly before we get into the lesson. Last week's title options, if you were trying to guess them, are still on sentence number 1. Ron isn't looking at his notes.
I've got the register up. Hang on.
Why don't you just put them in the same document?
What episode is this? 54?
I hate you.
52.
You know your lack of effort for this podcast. That's how I feel about the science.
Standing in the kit is which, this one?
54.
All right. Hang on. Okay, got it. Which one did you say?
The first one. Chong, chong.
I don't think you did say that.
I did.
Say it again.
Still on sentence number 1.
Then that's not episode 54.
No, this is episode 54, and the title options are in the intro-outro notes.
Yeah. Leaf's hot now.
Hi, sorry, the war's still going on.
Wow, you got a job, kid.
Clomaclonk, cremoclorim. Those were the possible episode titles for last week. Honestly, why do you listen to this podcast? Grow up. Right, we're doing physics now. It's so hot in here. This is the sound of a hottie chocky being stirred. Ron, you said you were going to have a chicken Sammy. You had a chicken Sammy?
No, and you know that.
Why?
You just want me to tell
I want
the
you
listeners
to tell the listeners what a goblin you are.
Rather than making myself a sandwich, I just ate all the skin off the chicken.
Just stood at the fridge, savaging a chicken carcass.
It's not even in the fridge.
Have you not even refreshed? It's been so hot today, Ron.
It's just on the hob.
I can't believe you guys ate raw chicken off the barbecue and I had fully vegetarian food and I'm the one with a dodgy tummy.
Yeah, but you had a dodgy tummy before the vegetarian food.
I always have a dodgy tummy. But it should have gone away as a favour to me.
Yeah, but bottom feeders don't get dodgy tummies.
No, well, like foxes, I think, must always have stomachache because if you ever look at their shits, they're so horrible. If I did a shit that was that nasty, I'd have had like a boiling tum-tum for like an hour beforehand.
Yeah, I don't think
a fox
foxes
did a poo in my lupins this year, right? And I couldn't get it out without disturbing the lupin, so I just sort of leave it. And as it deteriorated, just what was left was just a full green sponge. You can't just shit out a sponge and not have tummy ache, Fox.
But I don't think that foxes should be the yardstick by which we measure our intestinal health.
No, I agree, actually. As a physics episode, that's probably the only thing I will agree with you on. But I do agree with you on that.
Yeah, you're gonna fucking hate this episode.
Oh, am I? Is it crud physics again?
It is crud. It's all fucking crud.
Life is crud.
Life is a pin.
But, same room episode. Ooh, oh. So, what just happened was Ron picked up his water, the coaster came stuck to it, Then he held it up for so long that the coaster fell down, causing Ron to jump, throw the water all over the floor, and now Mackie is in here lapping the water off the floor. It was good. Why is there a screw on the floor?
This is not the soundscape I wanted for this podcast.
Look, people said they don't like it being slick. Well, I suppose the listeners we've got don't like that. I suppose there are a few people that have tried it and gone, it's not for me, back to no such thing as a fish.
Yeah.
They like it slick.
Nerds. Right, Laura, forces in motion.
Hotty chocky. I am going to need a proper dinner too. Don't let me have this and then think I don't need food.
By proper dinner, do you mean actual food, or do you mean something that comes in a bag like you've eaten for the last few days?
Sorry, Mr. Chicken Skin.
Yeah.
Are you lecturing me on proper food?
It's the most nutritious part of the chicken. The nutrients come from the outside. They get
I
caught
had like
in
a
the
whole
skin.
pizza for dinner last night.
Yeah, but the day before that, you had like a packet of
Roysters and a
crisps.
brioche.
Yeah,
But we had curry at lunchtime.
yeah. We had a barbecue this lunchtime.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm just mocking you for eating crisps for dinner, mate.
I might have eaten a cheese string in the night last night.
Yes.
There's just a cheese string wrappers appeared on my bedside table. And I don't think it was there the night before. Surely if I'd sleepwalked all the way downstairs and got a cheese string and then taken it back to bed to eat it, I'd have some hazy memory of that. How does sleepwalking work?
Forces in motion.
Oh, stop it.
Now, you're not going to like this, but we're getting back into the whole scalar vector debacle.
Oh my God. Why though? Surely that's dead.
It just...
Has Dad been to see Gabrielle tonight?
I don't know who Gabrielle is.
Dreams can come true. Look at me, baby, I'm with you. And you know you got to have them. Know you got to be strong.
Bet she's playing the cricket club in Taunton.
So much going on in the family WhatsApp. One sister's at an airport. We just dropped her off. Dad's gone to see Gabrielle, maybe.
No, they're seeing Lionel Richie.
Oh, is she supporting Lionel Richie?
She's supporting Lionel, yes. St James Street, Taunton, Somerset County Cricket Club. Can you get off your phone, please?
You're Googling what's going on at Somerset County Cricket Club.
Shut your mouth. So, we're doing forces of motion again.
Oh, can we just not, though?
We're going back into...
Scalar is one type of thing, and vector is the other one. And why do we need to know anything else about them?
We're going to recover it.
Why?
Because it comes up in the syllabus again, and that's the format.
Oh my God, there's so much chocolate in the bottom of my hoddy chocky.
So, Laura, distance is how far an object moves. Oh, Christ.
Don't take my mug away.
Distance...
Well, that's not going to make me want to concentrate. Ow!
Ow! Don't screw him!
Don't flick me in the temple, actually, where I'm sunburned. My God.
Well, then listen.
I was listening. Scalar is a force to be reckoned with.
Distance is how far an object moves.
Yeah, who cares?
Distance does not involve direction.
It does. It has to.
No, it
'Cause
doesn't.
You can't move not in a direction.
Yes, but 1 mile is a distance.
Yeah,
Doesn't
in a
have
direction.
No.
It will have.
No.
Yes, it
doesn't
will
necessarily have it.
It will have.
No, because if you...
How can you go a mile
because
without
you could
going
run in a fucking circle.
Yeah, and so the direction you're going has been changing.
Yeah, but you haven't... if you ran a mile in a circle and ended up where you stopped,
Yeah.
you have not gone anywhere.
No.
No.
Well, by the end of it you haven't, but all the way through it you were.
So the distance you've travelled has been a mile.
Yeah.
The vector quantity, which has a direction, is 0 because it ended up where you
But the
started.
mile still went in a direction.
Distance
at all
is a
times.
scalar quantity. Now,
Vector.
displacement includes both...
In vector gadget.
7 minutes, is that in?
What do you mean it's that it?
Oh, God, this felt long.
Do you remember when we said, are you sure we're both in the right mental health space to do an episode? And we were like, I feel really good, to be honest.
Oh, but then we did the other stuff, and I ate the chicken skin.
My hottie chocky's worked a treat. Do you want
No,
a
it
hottie chocky?
hasn't. No.
Make you one. Salted caramel.
I'm okay, thanks.
You'd love it.
I don't want one.
It's really hot. It was too hot.
Can we do some science?
Ah.
Displacement involves both the distance an object moves, measured in a straight line.
Yeah? Don't throw headphones.
Laura.
I'm getting my notepad.
This is going to be the third physics episode in a row that we have to quit halfway through.
Oh, no. Right. Episode 53.
Distance is how far an object has moved. This is scalar, okay?
Yes.
Displacement includes both the distance an object moves, measured in a straight line from the start point to the finish point, and the direction of the line. That's a vector, okay?
Sure.
What's the difference between them?
Vector and scalar.
What's the difference between them?
A direction?
Yes, that is it. So, I'm at a festival.
Which
Okay.
one?
Let's say end of the road.
You're actually going to that?
I am.
Now we've come to the end of the road.
I want to walk from stage 1,
Yep.
where I've been watching declining indie band Metronomy, to go see cool Australian rocker Courtney Barnett. On the way,
Courtney Barnett.
I want to eat paella from the paella stand.
Run.
Okay.
Off he goes.
To get from stage 1 to the paella stand, I need to walk 200 metres east.
Okay.
Then, from there, I need to walk 250 metres north to stage 2. What's the distance I've travelled, and what's the displacement?
You've walked 450 metres.
Is that the distance or the displacement?
The distance.
Okay. And what's the displacement?
Also 450 metres.
Why would it be that? Why on earth would it be that? Why would there even be 2 questions if it was that?
Because those are the only numbers I have, Ron.
But what is displacement? How is it measured?
How far away you've gone.
From the place that you started?
Yeah.
Yeah. So am I 450 metres from where I started?
I have to assume so.
Why?
Because you walked 450 metres away.
Are you thick?
Was the second stage also east of the Paella?
No, it was north of the paella.
It was north. That is some information that would have been helpful.
That was information you were given.
So I walked... No, it was you, wasn't it? Wait, north, east, south, west.
I think you might be thick.
Oh, I see. So you've walked a right angle.
Yes.
Oh, some Pythagorean theory. So you walked... I'm not thick, I just wasn't concentrating because it's shit and dull. I was drawing the festival. Yeah. Yeah, so no, you've done the hypotenuse as the displacement.
Yep, and how much is that?
A squared plus C squared equals B squared. A squared plus B squared. So 200 squared plus 250 squared equals X squared. Square root of X equals what we want.
Yeah, go on. Well, no, you don't want the square root of x, do you? You just want x.
Oh, just X. Just
Yeah.
X,
You want
everyone.
the square root of x squared.
Fucking bollocks, isn't it? Calculator. 200 squared is 40,000. That's a lot, isn't it? If Dad was here now, he'd be like, you must know 250 squared based on just having done 200 squared. So, 100 and 102,500. And I want you to know the bloody answer here. I don't want you to say sounds about right. If you say sounds about right, I will force feed you a hottie chocky.
Okay.
Do you know the answer to actual digits?
No.
Work it out right now. I won't be accepting sounds about right. So that's x squared, square root of x squared. Wait, that doesn't look right. That's a very high number.
Okay, I got it.
How do you do the square root? Surely it's that button. 102,500. Surely that's the square root. That seems bigger. That's a bigger number.
No, you've got your settings weird.
320?
Yeah.
Yes!
And?
Meters.
What else do you need when it's a displacement?
Direction.
What direction has that gone in?
North, east.
Well done, Laura.
Say it nicer.
I did. Well done, Laura.
No, you said it very sarcastically.
Does that illustrate the difference between distance and displacement to you?
Displacement's a whole new word, buddy.
But, okay, the difference between vector and scalar. The vector quantity is 320 northeast.
Yeah, that's much better than all that bullshit about driving that you were on
Yeah,
about.
okay, yeah, I put time into this. I didn't put time into it before.
It was a good episode, though.
Yeah, okay, right. It takes me 3 minutes
Oh, don't.
to walk to the paella.
Can you just tell me things instead of me having to do it?
No.
Oh, Ron.
It takes 5 minutes to get the paella, and then it takes 3 minutes to walk to the next stage.
Uh-oh, you've missed the metronomes.
What's the speed for the first and second leg?
What was the second leg? I didn't listen.
Also 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
No, I've just finished watching Declining Indie Band Metronomy.
Oh.
Well,
you're going to Courtney Barnett.
Courtney Barnett. What is my speed for the first and second legs of the journey, and what is my overall velocity?
Yeah.
In meters per second.
Oh, I don't want to do that. It's just over 1 metre per second for the first one, and a bit more over 1 metre per second for the second one. Don't just wave your arm. Da-da!
Go on then.
Ron, I don't want to.
Why?
Because I'm not confident I'll know, so I don't want to do it. Ron!
Okay, alright, we'll just move on.
No,
Then do it.
well, you have to...
How many seconds are in a minute, Laura?
180. 60, but there's 180 in 3 minutes.
Okay, so how many meters per second
Just
am I
over
travelling?
1.
Why didn't you just do it?
Wait. 0.9 doesn't seem right.
Why?
Because that's just under 1.
Yeah.
I need to do that sum the other way around. Nope. 200 divided by 180? Yeah, that's better. 1.1 there. And then 250 divided by 180. That's 1.4.
Very nice.
And then 11 minutes. 11 times 60 is 660. $450 divided by...
But velocity's a vector. So velocity is about getting from point A to point B. So how far have we travelled overall?
I don't know. I do know. I didn't write it down though.
You did.
I did. I wrote it down there. 320 metres.
Yeah.
What are we working out now?
The overall velocity. How quickly...
That's not helpful to anyone.
No, it's supposed to be illustrative to you.
It's pointless thing to know though, because it didn't happen. Do you know what I mean? Does this not
But you're
annoy
not
you?
doing a GCSE. All of this is pointless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm advocating on behalf of all of us when we were teens. and all scientists that I presumably have to sit at a desk now and deal with this
This
shit.
isn't pointless.
It is
No,
pointless.
everything in your life comes from stuff like this.
Not this.
You do know how to drive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vectors and scalars is a fundamental core principle of mechanics.
Probably not, though.
How would you know?
Because I can't... We've done this before, but it can't be important to know how fast you weren't travelling on a route you didn't take.
No, but this is a fundamental principle. I'm just trying to illustrate the difference between these things.
I understand it.
Do you?
Yes.
Then calculate it.
What am I calculating?
The overall velocity. It's the same sum with the time that you already calculated, 660.
Over 320
Yeah.
metres. So... Would it be the distance divided by the time or the time divided by the
the
distance?
same sum.
What was I doing before? It was the smaller one. The time, I think. 660 divided by 320. 2?
Would it take... If I was walking at 2 metres per second for 660
Okay, I'll do
seconds...
the sum the other way. I'll try it the other way. 660 divided by 320. I've got 2 again. Okay, let's try the other way. 320 divided by 660. 0.5?
Yeah.
0.5 what? Metres per second?
Yeah.
I walked very slowly. I suppose because I went on a detour to
And
get
you
paella.
stopped to get some paella.
Yes, I did. The paella wait. God. I'm really hungry. The hottie chockies made me even hungrier than I was before. Do you mind if I eat a peach?
Yeah, I do mind.
Can we have a little peach break?
Speed does not involve direction. Speed is a scalar quantity. Speed of a moving object is rarely constant.
I'm just looking at the baby monitor.
When people walk or
You
run
can't
or travel in
confiscate
a
my
car, their
phone.
speed is constantly changing. The speed at which a person can walk, run or cycle depends on many factors.
Traffic lights. The length of their legs.
Age, terrain, fitness, and the distance travelled.
Distance travelled. Scalar.
Okay. Typical values may be taken as walking is about 1.5 metres per second. Running is about 3 metres per second.
Shall I write this down?
And cycling
Shall
is
I
about
write these
6
down?
metres per
Shall I
second.
write these down?
Students should
Wrong.
be able to recall typical values of a speed for a person walking,
Why
running,
didn't you just
and
say yes when
cycling,
I was asking then?
as well as the
Why are you
typical
doing this
values
bit?
of speed
Excuse
for
me.
different types of transportation
Excuse me.
systems.
Well, because you've only made your own bed to lie in now, because now you have to read that all again. Because instead of answering and me just writing it down, you didn't.
How...
Right, walking was 1.5 metres per second.
Yep,
So running was 3.
yep.
Cycling?
Twice that.
Whoa. Any more?
No. It's not only moving objects that have varying speed. The speed of sound and the speed of the wind also vary.
The speed of the wind. The speed of the wind. The speed of the wind. I once read a book called The Name of the Wind. It was very good. The speed of the wind.
Stop playing with that.
It's my gel pens.
You're allowed to fiddle with stuff, but that's very loud.
You're very loud.
A typical value for the speed of sound in air,
300 metres per second.
330, yeah.
Aeroplanes. Sonic the Hedgehog. Boom.
Why are you doing MP/S?
Per second.
But that's what the slash means. You're doing meters per second.
Should it just be M/S?
Or just MPS.
Huh. Nah, I like both.
Okay. Distance travelled equals speed times time.
Times. Distance travelled.
I think I was supposed to get you to do those cool sums after we read through all of this.
Equals speed what? Times time.
Yeah, does that make sense to you?
Which direction, though?
Well, speed's a scalar quantity, isn't it? So that doesn't matter.
But distance travelled isn't.
Yes, it is. Distance is a scalar
Distance
quantity.
is displacement.
No.
Vector.
Displacement's a vector.
Surely distance...
Why are you like this?
So that circle, that could be a distance.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Anything can be a distance, not everything can be a displacement.
From a distance.
From a displacement. That's what she probably should have been saying.
I think we're just using distance wrong then in common parlance.
Yes, maybe in common parlance we are, madam.
I think we should be saying displacement.
But a displacement is also a distance.
Don't muddy the waters. They were already 90% mud. One more bit of mud in these muddy waters, and it's not water anymore. It's just some wet mud.
Because, like, with our festival example, if we hadn't gone for the Paella, we'd just gone from declining indie band Metronomy to Australian rocker Courtney Barnett. If we'd walked straight from there to there, the distance and the displacement would have been the same.
They were the same because we ended up in the same place.
No, because do you remember that we walked here to
I
get
do
the
remember that,
Paella,
but by
and
the
then
time we
walked
got
there.
to Courtney Barnett, surely that didn't matter.
It doesn't in terms of the displacement, but it does in terms of the distance that we've walked.
How you feel about where you went? Where were you? Over there. You don't point the way you came.
No, but like...
Because I stopped to get
If
paella.
you went for a jog, and like...
I wouldn't.
Let's say that you went
How
out
dare you slander
yesterday
me.
and ran 3k.
I didn't.
But let's say that you did.
Why? Can we say cycled? I might do that.
Okay, you cycled. Let's say you went out and you cycled 50k.
Yeah.
Okay? You started and you finished at your house.
Yeah.
How would you feel if I completely dismissed the fact that you cycled all of that distance because you started and finished in the same place?
You probably would.
No, I wouldn't, because I understand these easy-to-understand concepts.
I understand it, you fucking wretch.
You don't.
I
because
do.
You just said,
I do.
It doesn't,
I
no,
do.
You don't,
I
'cause
do.
You just said,
I do.
oh, it doesn't change how you feel about where you went.
It doesn't.
No, because feelings don't fucking come into it.
Right, when is this helpful?
What do you mean?
Tell me how this made my car. Knowing about corners. It's just bafflingly... Yeah, how did this make my car?
It's a fundamental core
Why?
principle of mechanics.
Why?
I'm not a mechanic.
Yeah, you're just parroting stuff and it's nonsense.
It's not.
It's nonsense. You could drive anywhere without caring about going round the corner or going straight across the field. It doesn't matter.
You don't think that, like, the speed something's travelling versus where it's trying to go matters when you're driving a car?
You're boiling it down to the wrong argument. I don't think knowing whether I went 3 metres that way, a bit north, and then some east matters when I get to the National Trust place that day.
No, but I'm not saying that those kind of measurements built a car.
What are you saying then?
I'm saying that this is really simple.
Yeah, and I understand it for the record.
I've had to use Paella to get you invested.
I love Paella. And I understand it for the record.
Yeah. So now, just...
But now you want me to love it.
No. Just put that in a box on the shelf for a bit.
Yeah.
And let's build on that.
Build on what? It's nothing.
Yes, but Laura, we've gone through this 3 times before.
And I've understood it.
Fucking happened.
Move on then.
It's been like piss off a duck's back time and
piss
time
on your
again.
back if you don't. Shut your mouth. Do the next bit then. Build on this fucking sand castle of oblivion.
Velocity. Velocity of an object is its speed in a given direction. Okay?
Okay.
Students should be able
haven't
to...
finished.
Sorry, I thought you already knew all of this, so I thought I could...
I know the stuff we've already done, actually, cunty face. Sorry, I called you cunty face. That was a bit strong, actually.
Students should be able to explain the vector-scalar distinction as it applies to displacement, distance, velocity and speed.
Yeah, I got it.
Go on then.
I Vector is the one you didn't do, but is the most direct pie in the sky route. Scalar is the route you actually did, but it doesn't have a direction.
What's my velocity north in the Paella example? What's my velocity north over the whole journey?
Half.
Half what?
Half east, half north.
Go on then. You
No
understand
idea.
it.
No, I was. Why are you being so salty? You asked me to explain the thing, and I tried my best, and now you're being rude.
What's the velocity north?
A bit. North. It's northeast, so half north, half east.
But that's a direction. What's the velocity north?
I don't know.
How far north have you travelled?
I don't know. 250 metres.
Yep, and how long did it take?
11 minutes.
Yep, so what's the velocity north?
11. North. Divide one of them. I don't know how to calculate velocity.
Velocity of an object is its speed in a given direction.
11 minutes north. Velocity.
Time.
11 norths per minute? What do you want?
What is a speed? How would you do speed with the units that you've been
Meters
given?
per second?
Yeah.
11
so what's the
metres per second.
Velocity is an object's speed in a given direction.
11 metres per second.
No, you've taken 11 from the minutes. How far have you travelled north?
250 metres.
And how long did it take?
11 minutes.
So what's the velocity north then?
North.
We've just done so many of these.
To do a sum.
Yes,
Okay.
yes you do. It's not about picking the right number. You've got a bad brain.
I get overwhelmed in these sessions. Naught 0.4 metres per second.
What sum did you do?
250 divided by 660.
Oh yeah, that sounds about right.
I told you no more of those.
Okay, what is your velocity in this Paella example?
I think it's
Southwest.
so stupid that we're factoring the Paella time into us moving about. It's insanity.
Shut up and do it. What's your velocity southwest?
0. Minus, Ron. Ha! Minus 0.4.
No, because it wasn't 0.4 originally, was it?
Oh, well, I don't know about Southwest. I don't...
I think you get it though.
Yeah, I know I get it. I told you I got it.
You didn't get it before
I
because you said it
did.
because you thought that it was 11. It took 11 minutes to get there, so you thought that meant it took 11 norths.
I was flustered.
Yep. We're now going to move on to
I'm going to feel so smart at Latitude this year, telling everyone about my vectitude around the paella stand.
I want to eat paella now.
I love paella. It's very hard to find a good veggie paella, though.
6.5.4.1.4.
6.5.4.1.4. Doo-doo! 6.5.4.1.4. Doo-doo!
6.5.4.1.4. Put this in time relationship.
And they all went marching off to get paella in bands.
The distance-time relationship.
Kiss, kiss.
If an object moves along a straight line, the distance travelled can be represented by a distance-time graph.
Oh, cool.
You're going to need to draw some graphs.
Oh, graphs can suck my sweet balls. I haven't done a lesson so long, my pens have dried out.
So, distance is going to be on the y-axis. Time's going to be on the x-axis.
Got it.
Now, if something's moving at a constant speed,
meep, meep, cashew nut.
What type of line would that draw on the graph?
Just diagonal up.
What type of line?
Straight.
Yeah. Okay. What if something...
That's actually not a fair... Because diagonal line is a type of line.
Yeah, I just wanted you to say that it was straight. I'm sorry that wasn't a fair. But if an object is accelerating, what type of line would that be?
Also straight. Is it accelerating in a constant acceleration?
But if it's accelerating, then it's going to be travelling more distance in the same amount of time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So would that produce a straight line?
Yeah.
Now, would I still be pulling this thread if you'd nailed it first time? Or would I have just said, yeah?
Hang on, let me think about lines for a second.
Let's draw a distance time graph.
It would do like that.
Would it go back in time?
No, but that's just because I'm bad at drawing.
Let's
But
do
it
a
would be
distance time graph.
no. I know now. It would just change angles part way throughs.
Yeah, it would be a curve. Yeah, getting more and more steep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do a distance time
No.
graph of the Paella journey.
No, I fucking hate this Paella journey. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
But we're going to.
Can we do a different journey?
Okay. We're gonna go from... We've just seen Australian rocker Courtney Barnett at stage 2. We're going to get some more paella on the way back. And we're going to go see John Cale from the Velvet Underground.
It feels like we should get kale then.
Okay, the kale stands next to the paella stand.
2 meters to one side?
If those are the sums that you want to do, sure.
I don't like the sum ones.
No, we don't like physics.
No.
We don't enjoy a third of this podcast. And we don't enjoy a lot of the other thirds either.
But we just love being together.
Yeah. Can you just draw the distance time graph of the Paella journey, please?
One minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minutes, 8 minutes, 9 minutes, 10 minutes, 11 minutes.
Why don't you do it in 50s?
Because I don't know if we're going up to 320 metres or 450.
It's distance, not displacement.
Ron, you smart cookie. 50, 100, 150, 200, 250.
Is that the whole distance that you travelled?
Yeah. No.
You just said 450.
Oh my god, Ron. I have so much. I'm a mother now. I'm busy. I don't think about numbers anymore. Just think about the many coloured butterfly every fucking day.
You've gone straight from 400 there to 500.
Oh yeah. 400.
Okay, nice, right.
Right.
So it takes 3 minutes to walk the first 2. I'm helping. All right,
You're
fuck
not
off then.
helping.
Do it yourself.
You interrupt my thinking flow.
I'm going to go over there.
It's the definition of a thought flow. So I've got to be there, then I basically stay there, and then by then I'm there. Boop 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 doo 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 doo. Done it! Ron is sulking in a corner of the living room like a little, ickle, angry baby. Now he's rubbing my head,
Stroking.
pretending to be affectionate, but actually taking out some aggression on my hair.
Let me see this graph.
There it is.
That looks bloody brilliant.
It's beautiful, isn't it? I plotted the points first and then I joined them up so that it would be extra tidy.
Really well done, Laura. That's really good work that you've done there.
Thank you, Ron.
Okay, we're going to cover off acceleration and then we're going to stop.
I love accelerating.
The formula for accelerating.
He's pausing in the middle of his sentence, which normally means he wants me to write things down.
Acceleration equals
Yes?
the change in velocity, that is delta V.
No, not delta.
Yes, delta V.
What's delta again in E?
It means, no, it's a delta. It's a
What?
triangle.
A triangle, thank you. I knew it was something weird.
Like an E.
E's are pretty weird if you think
Delta
about it.
V.
Delta velocity.
Over T, time taken. So, velocity, as we know, is measured in meters per second. Time is measured in seconds. So what is the unit of acceleration, Laura?
Meters per double seconds?
What's another word for double seconds?
2 seconds?
Meters per 2 seconds. Try again.
Because
You're close.
The meters are already per second and then we're dividing
crowning.
them by more seconds.
Yeah.
Meters per half second.
No.
Meters...
Think Pythag.
half a meter per second?
That's a speed. The unit of acceleration is not half a meter per second.
Meters...
Per second squared.
Well, that would be timesing.
Yeah, it is.
I thought it was dividing.
Yeah, but it's one over the other one.
That's a divide.
Yeah.
Why is it times now?
Because one's already getting divided, isn't it? Because one's already meters per second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you've got to double divide it, not times it. I don't understand.
That's okay. I don't want to explain this to you.
What is
An
it
object
then?
that
What
slows
is it?
down.
What is it then?
Meters per second squared.
Meters per second squared.
An object that slows...
That's acceleration. Is measured
Yes.
in meters per second.
An object that slows
wait,
down
wait.
is decelerating.
Wait.
I don't think I need to wait
Meters
for that.
Second.
An object that slows down is decelerating.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just reading from the syllabus.
Yeah.
I stopped prepping this lesson.
Why?
After the second Paella calculation, because I thought that's all we'd get through.
Well, I've shone then, quite frankly, haven't I?
Now, going back to our distance time graph, where is the velocity on that graph represented?
In-
Da-da. Ow. My breast.
In the diagonal bits of the line.
What attribute of the diagonal bits?
The acrosser.
Time.
Yeah. No. What?
What attribute of the line?
The fact that it goes up.
What attribute?
Height?
Distance?
Yeah.
No, because that's distance.
What are you talking about?
What attribute of the line?
What do you mean attribute of a line?
How many different attributes do lines have?
Fucking loads. It's red, it's wobbly, it's two-dimensional, it's up, it's across. Straight.
It has a
You wanna
length.
say straight?
It has a length,
Yeah.
and it has a
Width. Wave, point, prince,
gradient.
great. I wasn't ever going to say gradient, was I?
Why not?
Who's thinking about the word gradient on a Sunday?
Gradient, innit? The gradient of the line tells you the velocity.
Right.
Because that's basically how much distance per second, isn't it? Because if it goes up by 1 and across by 1, you get a diagonal like that. But if it went up by 2, it'd be a steeper line, faster.
She gets it.
You start talking really quiet.
Sorry. Let's stop there.
You'd rather stop than just talk louder.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh my god. I just don't think physics is science. It's so maths.
So boring. Sorry.
Goodbye for 3 weeks physics. Well,
Bye.
except the quiz.
See you for the quiz.
It's quizzing time.
Quizzing time. Do you remember what we studied?
Work done?
No.
No.
That was a while back. What if I said paella to you?
Oh no. Oh, festivals. I remember. Oh. I have to go to festivals this year.
Which ones?
Just Latitude, I think.
I'm going to End of the Road.
I like End of the Road.
Yeah.
That's nice festival. Ugh, my eye just really squelched. The hay fever's kicking my butt.
So, quizzing time.
Yeah, is it gonna?
Quiz
Can we
time,
do?
summer in the city.
Can we do a whole quiz where I don't have to do a sum?
It's mostly sums.
No, because hey, hey, how about instead of sums, let's just have a nice chat with each other.
What about sums?
How about no sums, but what goes in a paella if you make it, Ron?
Sums.
No.
We could just do a different podcast.
Can you just look? You're such a bitch because you're always like, it's not me, it's the syllabus. And listen, me trying to get out of doing the syllabus.
We could get
that's
our dad,
my job on the podcast.
We could get Agony Dad to write some porn, and we could
Ew.
read that out.
No, because his porn would just be so no sex happening, I think. He's not a sensual man. I'm so uncomfortable. No.
Laura, question one.
No, because I haven't got my notepad.
Why don't we both get high-paying jobs as writers
I thought
on
you were just
QI
going to say hi then.
and then start a podcast?
I'd love to. That's the dream. Hell, I'd love to just become a man and start a podcast. I think it would be going much
I wish
better.
you were my brother.
Yeah. And then we'd only need a me and we'd have two my brothers and just...
Podcast would be doing better because it would be two men. Your career would be better, so
Oh
we'd
my
have started
God.
from a better place.
I'd be a household fucking name.
Yeah. The fans wouldn't be as nice.
No, we have got nice fans.
Yeah. Anywho, question
Okay.
one. Laura,
Yeah?
what is the difference between distance and displacement?
Okay, so in actual terms, nothing. But scientists would like you to believe that there is, like, usefulness in knowing, like, how far away the crow flies from what you're doing. And that is not a phrase.
How far away the crow flies.
Oh my god, the words is meant to be the bit I can do. How far away the crow flies from what you do. Oh,
So don't tell us about what these imaginary scientists think. What's the difference between distance and displacement?
I was telling you that and then I stumbled a bit. So displacement is like how far away you are from what you were doing before. Distance is whatever the route you took.
How far
the
you
length
travelled.
was. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
I don't get why you hate this concept so
because I
vehemently.
just think it's so useless.
Why?
It's just intellectualism for the sake of it.
What's the difference between speed and velocity?
No idea.
You want to try?
Speed is fastness. Velocity. How heavy you are when you're moving? I don't know.
No, okay.
Terminal velocity.
All right, next question.
No.
I-
What was velocity then?
Velocity has direction. It's a vector.
Yeah, I choose not.
Speed in a direction.
I choose not.
Laura, I travel 500 metres east. in 6
Vector
minutes,
velocity. Is
then
that why they're both
300
VE
metres
words?
north in
Do you
3
think?
minutes.
Hey,
and
hey,
then west
hey,
for
hey,
200
Ron,
metres in
Ron,
2 minutes.
Ron. Do you think that they both begin with VE for a reason? Vector and velocity. What's VE in Latin or whatever? Ron. Ron.
What you were saying was boring.
What you're saying is always boring.
I travel 500 metres east in 6 minutes.
You're a proclaimer. Next question.
Then 300 metres north in 3 minutes.
Oh,
and then
they were
west
miles,
for 200
not meters, weren't they? And now,
What's the overall distance I travelled?
500 meters in a vector capacity velocity, just to be the man who. But what's my displacement? Just 'cause I walked 500 meters doesn't mean 400 meters away.
I've got so much less patience when we're in the same room.
Why?
And we've spent a lot of time together recently.
We have spent a lot of time
Yeah.
together recently. It's been so nice. Hasn't it, Ron?
What's the overall distance I travelled?
I've got no idea what you just said. It's too hot. I don't care at all. Hey, imagine we were in school. They'd be making us do this in a shirt and tie in this bloody weather.
What's the overall speed?
Ron, I don't know because I didn't listen to any of the numbers.
I know. We have to do another record after this before your kid wakes up and starts fucking banging on about the shite that she wants to talk about. That kid has nothing to say.
No. Toes!
And I'm already up here.
Maybe she'll show us her toes again. Huh? That one's new this
No,
week.
She'll just go.
She has been doing that a lot. That is life now, actually. Pretty good summation. Right, I'm getting the paper out. God, this book has got raggedy. Right, here we are then. What are you jamming on about?
500 metres east, 6
Hang
minutes.
on!
Fucking hell. 3 bits of information. How
Yeah.
can you not maintain that?
Because I was writing it, so I wasn't thinking about listening.
Why had you started writing before I'd finished speaking?
To get down the first bit.
Alright, 300 metres.
Thank you. Yep.
North.
North. Yep.
3 minutes.
Yep.
This is bullshit.
You're really angry.
200 metres.
I think you need to do less day job because it's making you
West.
real cranky. Why the fuck are we doing this journey?
200 metres. Oh, because we're getting a paella and then a fucking gelato. It's milk and eggs, bitch. What's the overall distance I travelled?
1,000 meters.
What's the overall speed in metres per second?
Don't know. Didn't get any meters on time on the last one.
It's 2 minutes.
Oh, thank you. Don't know. It's too difficult to do because that's 11.
Okay, no marks for that. What's the overall displacement?
I don't know.
Okay, what's the overall velocity?
I don't know.
Okay, please draw a distance
No.
time graph of the journey.
No,
Okay, cool.
I don't
Right, quiz
want
is over. Thanks.
Sorry, hang on. I accidentally leant on the space bar.
When?
I don't know. Hang on. Let me listen back.
Fucking hell.
So just on the thanks bit then.
Yeah. All right, thanks then. All right, thanks everyone. We'll see you next week
No,
for biology.
Ron.
Well then, do it.
I can't do it.
There's two
no
options. We
space
either
on
do the podcast or we stop.
Stop threatening the validation of the podcast.
No, this episode, because the quiz is done now. So answer the questions or don't.
I don't know the answers.
Okay, then we stop. Thanks
No,
everybody for
help
listening.
me.
No.
Yes.
That's what the first 40 minutes was.
That was weeks ago.
You don't need. No, it was like 3 days ago.
Ron, help me.
You just need to do it.
I don't know how to do it.
You literally just said, I can't, that's too difficult, because that's 11.
Yeah, because 1,000 into 11.
Get a calculator.
I just don't. Which way round does the sum go?
See, no, that's fine then. We stop.
No,
We'll stop the
it.
episode. No, but it's fine.
That's not what listeners have come for.
But do it then.
I'm trying.
You're not. You've been perplexed by the 11.
What's a stupid number to give me?
But we're doing it in seconds anyway, so it's not really 11, is it?
It's either 91 or 0.011.
Well, do you think that we're walking 91 metres per second?
0.011 then.
I don't think that's right either.
Well, those are the two options.
Why?
Because 1,000 divided by 11 or
But
11 divided by
it's meters per
1,000.
second.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, I've lost the calculator now.
Do you understand what metres per second means?
Fuck you. I hate you.
But do you?
Yes.
Okay. So
0.66, go away now.
Cool. Are you sure?
No. Half a metre per second. No, that feels slow, actually. Oh, for God's sake.
So we've walked 1,000 metres in 660 seconds. Are we walking half a metre per second if we're walking more metres than we are seconds?
What?
We've walked 1,000 metres. That's 1 and 3 zeros after it. In 660 seconds.
Yeah.
So that's more metres than it is seconds, isn't it? 1,000 is bigger than 660.
1.5.
Yeah, about that, probably. Well, it's probably a bit less than that. Have you actually done the sum, or have you just not bothered?
Well, you haven't bothered, so why should I?
Because you're the one doing the quiz.
You're the one setting the quiz.
Yeah. All right, well done. We got that one. What's the overall displacement?
I don't know.
Work it out.
I don't know.
Okay, then we stop and we start the next episode.
No, because then I haven't learned anything.
Same would be true even if we did it. Those are the two options.
Oh!
Do it or don't.
What? I'm obviously not feeling well. Can you just be nice to me?
I am. Let's stop.
That's
Friend?
not nice. That's ruining my podcast.
Come on, pal. Let's stop. You and me stopping together. Best buds. Or do it.
I don't know how to do it.
Have you thought or tried?
No.
Then there we go.
Maybe this is just too hard.
What do you need to work out first?
Triangles?
Here's a triangle. Yeah.
I don't want to. Quiz is over. Bye.
Hey, quiz is over. Bye.
Okay, Ron, serious chat. I think we need to have some sort of policy on quiz behaviour from both of us. You have to know the answers and I have to try. Otherwise, about 25% of this podcast falls apart.
I don't think I need to know the answers.
You do! It undermines my ambitions when you don't.
No, because you're getting it all switched backwards. If you think it's not about the answer when it comes to the maths, it's about whether you did the right thing.
No, because you don't even listen to what I'm doing.
That's not true.
You left the room in the last one we recorded.
I haven't listened to it.
No, in the last... Anyway, spoilers. Listen, you need the... If you promise to always know the answers, I promise to try harder.
Sure. But you don't need to know the answers if you know how to work the answers out.
But how do I know if I know how to work the answers out if I don't know if I got the answer right?
Because I've listened and I've confirmed.
You haven't listened or confirmed.
I do.
You don't. Anyway, so there we go. There's that. Tom wants an official apology to Child of the podcast. No. Not doing one.
I don't know that.
You were mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. And, hey, I was thinking, inspired by the curious incident of the cheese string in the night, what's the weirdest thing you've ever sleepwalked and done? Or, is it sleptwalked?
No.
Sleepwalked. Sleptwalked.
It wouldn't be sleptwalked.
Sleptwalk.
No.
Sleepwalked.
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 Yeah.
Sounds weird. Anyway, what's the weirdest thing you've ever sleepwalked and done? I hated that.
I've never sleepwalked.
I'm asking the listeners, you rogue.
Well, you looked at me.
Yeah, because you're the only other person in the hutch.
So which one is it, Laura? Do you want me to join in or not?
I want you to join in with more of a just a, no, I've never sleepwalked. Do you register?
This clown has no penis. You do the... I'll do... Yeah.
You haven't put them in the notes, so
Hang
I
on.
can't even see them.
I'll copy them in.
I don't know where they are.
Ready?
Yeah.
And the first... Drum roll. The first big thank you goes to Andy DC, chief stylist in charge of dyeing the grey hair this podcast is giving Ron back to its normal dirt colour.
We also want to say a thank you to Alistair McWhit. My hair's gone really blonde this summer. Yeah. Alistair, sorry, I got halfway through your name and stopped, Alistair. Alistair McWilliams. Alistair makes paella so good that you'd walk directly towards it at 1.5 metres per second through tents and crowds and puddles. As the crow flies, bitches. None of this scalar shit. Vectors only. Direct line to the yum rice.
And finally, a huge thank you to the Blue Gnu, the international yardstick of bum health.
Foxes, listen up. Blue Gnu got you beat. Listen, there was a lot of festival chat this week. I lied. I said I would only be at Latitude. It was a big lie. I will also be at Leeds, Reading and Towersey Festival. And of course, Lexx Education will be at the London Podcast Festival. Woo-woo! If you're listening to this and want to support two little indie kids just trying to make their dreams come true, please buy 2 tickets to the London Podcast Festival show. It is the 16th of September at 2 p.m.
In London.
Yeah, we made the tickets as cheap as they would let us. We really want you to be there. We want a nice, fun, full room. That will be our first ever live show.
They told us what prices we could have the tickets, and they were like, this price is for old people. And we said, no, it's for everyone.
Yeah. It's cheaper than one of your London pints.
Hey.
Probably.
Neck oil.
Neck oil.
Yeah.
Boo.
Choo-choo.
Choo-choo, sad train. Listen, we have to get out of this hutch now and become a patron so that we can have air conditioning and coherent episodes. That would be so nice, wouldn't it? Guess what? You're loved.
We hope you love us.
Yeah. At some point, Ron's going to say class dismissed and the episode will be over.
Class dismissed.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Lexx Education. This is me talking. Ron, this is not acceptable.
What? It's not acceptable. This is me talking.
No, now do all your quiet talking. This is the episode where you start talking really quietly and I take you to talk louder and then you just listen in the podcast and rather than just talk louder.
Are we recording?
Yeah, but just for testing the sound.
Oh, okay, then yeah. Yeah.
Ron, just say something.
I have! We've done... We're testing. Testing.